Hello guys, welcome back to my Java online class. In today's class, I am going to explain dynamic inheritance, multiple inheritance and polymorphism. Come on, let me start. Dynamic inheritance. Dynamic inheritance refers to the ability to add, delete, change parents from objects or classes at runtime. See guys, you can change the objects. Those are parent class features you can change at the runtime. This is dynamic inheritance, so that detail it affects to the subclasses at the runtime. In object oriented programming languages, variables can be declared to hold or reference objects of a particular class. If you declare an variable that can hold a value or it can refer objects of a particular class. For example, a variable declared to reference a motor vehicle. If you declare an variable to refer a motor vehicle, that is also capable for referencing a car or truck or any subclass of motor vehicle, because all the classes will be having the same features because those are inherited from vehicle class. That is what the variable declared for motor vehicle can be able to refer car, truck and or any subclass of motor vehicle. This is dynamic inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Some object-oriented systems permit a class to inherit its state and behavior from more than one superclass. For example, guys, more than one superclass means there will be, this is A and this is B. Here C, it is the subclass. It is inheriting the features of both A and B here. This is multiple inheritance. This kind of inheritance is referred to as multiple inheritance. For example, utility vehicle inherits attributes from both car and truck. For example, utility of your vehicle. This it can inherit the feature of both from car and truck classes. Both the way, from both the side it can. But guys, multiple inheritance can pose some difficulties. For example, several distinct parent classes can declare a member within multiple inheritance hierarchy. This then can become an issue of choice, particularly when several superclass define the same method. See, very important. This is the utility class. This is car and truck. In car also we have the utility and truck also we have the utility. If you inherit this both in utility class, you will get the redundancy, because here also we have the utility and here also we have the utility. So it is very difficult from which we need to inherit, whether from the car or whether from the truck. That is the difficulties faced by the multiple inheritance, and it is very difficult to understand the same method. It is over. It also is more difficult to understand programs written in multiple inheritance. Yes, it is very difficult to understand programs written in multiple inheritance. One way of achieving the benefit of multiple inheritance in a language with single inheritance, you can achieve with the help of single inheritance the benefit of multiple inheritance. How? Is to inherit from the most appropriate class and then add object of another class as an attribute. For example, guys, class and truck, you are inheriting the utility. You can inherit the utility from anyone using single inheritance. Then if you need any more extra feature, you can add yourself. Add an object of another class as an attribute. Polymorphism. Poly means many and morph means form. In the context of object-oriented system, it means objects that can take on or assume many different forms. Polymorphism, it means that the same operation may behave differently on different classes. See guys, the meaning of polymorphism, it is nothing but same object, it can behave in different way. For example, same operation, it may behave differently on different classes. draw it is an operation. To draw triangle, to draw rectangle or square, we need the draw operation. But this is the triangle class, rectangle class, and this is the square. This using the draw we are performing triangle, rectangle and square. Here the same operation, it is behaving differently on different classes, triangle, rectangle and square. Booth defines polymorphism as the relationship of objects of many different classes by some common superclass. As I already explained, draw it is a common superclass, and it acts differently for drawing the triangle, rectangle or square. Any of the objects designated by this name is able to respond some common set of operation in a different way. See guys, draw it can able to draw the triangle or rectangle or square. That is what some common set of operation in a different way. Draw is a common set of operation. Different way in the sense triangle, rectangle and square. Here drawing is a behavior we perform with all cars. With all the cars we have the same behavior that we can drive the car. The specific behavior can be different and depending on the kind of a car we are driving. The specific behavior it may be different depending on the type of a car, which car it is. A car with an automatic transmission might implement its drive method to use information such as current, speed, engine, RPM and current gear. See guys, drive it is the same operation in all the motor vehicles or car. In automatic transmission, a car with an automatic transmission, it can have the same behavior, but there is a implementation depending on its current speed, engine, RPM, the current gear. It can have its own implementation, it can have its own driving capabilities or features. That is implementation detail, but driving it is the common for all. Polymorphism allows us to write generic reusable code more easily because we can specify general instruction, delegate the implementation details of objects involved. See guys, in automatic transmission of a car, there we have the implementation which we need the extra features, but we are reusing the code. We are reusing the code in the drive operation or a car. Since no assumption is made about the class of an object that receives a message, fewer dependencies are needed in the code. Yes, fewer dependencies are needed in the code. Therefore, maintenance is easier because we are inheriting the same common operation. So, there are no dependencies. For example, in a payroll system manager, office worker and production worker. In the payroll system manager, there may be system manager or office worker and production worker, so many objects. These objects will respond to the compute payroll message. It may be office worker, manager or production worker, whoever it is, everyone they can respond to the compute payroll message, but the actual operation performed are object specific. Everyone they can respond for the compute payroll message, but in depth the implementation detail, the actual operation, such as the example as I given, automatic transmission of a car, operation performed are object specific. There that is used to drive based on the current speed, RPM, etc., engine, gear. In the same way here, operations performed are object specific. So this is the class for the day guys. Have a nice day.